Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Friday. And oh my goodness, we are so close to Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day is on Sunday. So that is why we are all themed like it's like red and pink and hearts everywhere. Because we're kind of celebrating it today, and we're going to celebrate a little bit on Tuesday, not Monday, because you don't have school on Monday, because it's another holiday. It's President's Day. So next week we'll learn, Miss Heller especially will teach you more about President's Day and why we head off on Monday. But Sunday's Valentine's Day, so it's close. So we are talking about love and loving ourselves and who you love a sloth, like Miss Bavona was writing to. And then Miss Bavona, again, you're going to write, make Valentine's Day cards. Yesterday I read a story. I really liked it. Remember Love Z, that robot, right? He was like, does not compute, right? He didn't know what the word love meant, but he didn't realize that he's been loved his whole life, right? His family of robots showed love in different ways. And he finally discovered that, wow, love isn't as simple as he thought, right? Remember, someone said love was warm and cozy and safe, right? And then he saw some kids at recess and they were like, love is butterflies, love is swings, right? Love is all sorts of different things. So today I want to read a story. It's actually called Unlovable. Now, this pug, who I think is so cute, right? Is having a tough time with kind of like his, I guess, neighbors or other dogs in town. Because they're only looking now. Remember we talked about character traits, right? Inside and outside. And those other dogs are only looking at the outside of him and not really getting to know the inside traits of him, his personality, right? So he thinks he's unlovable, but just wait to see what happens. So I'm kind of just told you the problem already, right? In the story, this cute little dog, he thinks he's unlovable. And that kind of means like no one can really love him, right? And that's not true. And I will find out how that gets solved. Okay, so here is Unlovable by Dan Yaccarino. Okay, I think he's so cute. Alfred, all right, so right there, his name is Alfred. Alfred was unlovable. At least that's what the cat told him every chance he got. You've got the ugliest mug I've ever seen. No one could love you. That's a mean cat. Alfred tried his best to ignore the comments, but it was difficult, especially since the cat had taught the parrot to say, unlovable squawk, unlovable squawk, whenever Alfred walked by. The goldfish gargled in agreement. That is not nice, right? They're just judging him by his outside traits of what he looks like. They don't even know what is on the inside, how he is, right? Oh, poor Alfred. But what was it that made him unlovable? His snoring? If you know he's a pug, pugs do snore. The way that he ate? Okay, so he's a little messy eating. His little curly tail? Now, why would that make it unlovable? I think that's such a cute curly tail. None of the neighborhood dogs would have a thing to do with him. His mouth is too small to hold a ball, a big German shepherd said. His legs are way too short for running, snickered a greyhound. A pampered poodle chuckled. Did you see that face? Oh my goodness. Once again, they're just judging him with how his outside traits look like, right? Beat it, shrimp, growled a Doberman. You couldn't even scare a mailman. So these are all different types of dogs, right? And he's a small dog right here. So we looked at his outside traits. He's a lot smaller than him. Alfred didn't like staying in the house since the cat was always making fun of him and the parrot was always squawking, unlovable, and the goldfish was always gargling in agreement. So Alfred spent most of his time alone in the backyard. At least he was at peace, right? They weren't making fun of him. One day, a new family moved in next door. Alfred tried to see if they had a dog who might be his friend, but he was too little to look over the fence. All right, so there's a big fence right there, right? So he's trying to see, is there a dog there? Is there a dog there? As he was sniffing around, he heard someone on the other side. Hello? Alfred called. Hi, came the answer. I'm Rex. I just moved in. My name is Alfred. And without even thinking, he blurted out, I'm a golden retriever. Glad to meet you, Rex replied. Okay, so Rex is another dog on the other side of the fence. I told you that he's a pug. Now that's a different type of dog. A golden retriever is a big kind of fluffy dog. Usually they're golden color, like a blondish color, yellowish color. They have kind of floppy ears sometimes, but they're bigger, right? And why do you think Rex kind of lied, or Alfred kind of lied there? Yeah, because he's like, he was kind of embarrassed. He thinks they're not gonna love him or like him because of what he looks like, right? So he's like, maybe the dog won't see me next door because of the fence. So if he just thinks I'm a golden retriever, then he'll like me. That's not okay, right? Be proud of who you are. Love who you are. Alfred and Rex talked for hours. Alfred said he liked sleeping in the sun, dog food, and scratching. Rex did too. Rex said he hated baths and going to the vet. Alfred agreed. It began to get dark. Soon it was time for dinner, and they both went inside. That night, Alfred thought about how much he liked Rex and how much they had in common. Then he thought about the lie he had told. Alfred was sure that they'd be friends as long as Rex never saw how unlovable he was. Right now, okay, they can't see each other, right? So they have no idea what each other's outside traits look like. Right now, they're kind of friends. Rex and Alfred are having a good time. They're like, oh, yeah, I love that. Yeah, you love that too. Oh, you don't like baths? I don't like baths either. They're like getting to know each other and they're becoming friends. That's awesome. But now, what's our problem? Alfred's a little worried. He's like, okay, well, if he figures out who I am, he probably won't like me anymore like everyone else, right? Because I'm a pug. Maybe that's not true, right? We got a problem going on here, right? A couple problems. Alfred thinks he's unlovable and he had to lie and say he was someone else, something that he wasn't. The next day, when Alfred and Rex were chatting, a squirrel jumped onto the fence between them. They both barked at it. Woof, 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 woof. The squirrel took one look at Alfred and climbed up a tree. Rex said, "You sure showed that squirrel's who's boss, Alfred." Right? The squirrel took one look at Alfred and was like, I'm out of here. I'm not getting away from these crazy dogs, right? And Rex was like, oh yeah, you showed him who's boss. But Alfred was thinking, if Rex ever sees who I actually am, he'll run away too. This poor pug, right? You're cute. I'm going to dig a hole under the fence, Rex said one day. Then I can squeeze through to your side and we can finally meet. Oh no. Oh no. Why would that be a problem? That's what Alfred was worried about. He's like, no, like, you don't need to see me, right? Like, just, we could just chat this way. But Rex is like, no, I want to meet you. Come on. Alfred heard Rex digging. When he heard Rex wiggle under the fence, he ran and hid behind a bush. Then he heard Rex call, Alfred, where are you? Where are you? Oh no. Alfred's like, no, he can't see me. He can't see me. What do you think's going to happen next, if you could predict? What do you think's going to happen next? You think Rex is going to be like, whoa, you're not a golden retriever, but maybe still like him anyway? That could be one. Maybe Rex will run away, right? That's what Alfred's been worried about. Let's read to find out. Look at this page. Oh, who saw that coming? Suddenly, Rex poked his head into the bush where Alfred was hiding. They're both pugs. They're both pugs, right? You look just like me, gasped Alfred. Wow, this is great, said Rex. You're not a golden retriever after all. Alfred had to laugh. Who cared what others said? Rex was his friend, even without even seeing who he was, right? And Rex liked him just the way he was, right? And now he did see him and he's like, yeah, you're still my friend, dude. I don't care about your outside traits. I care about the inside trait. Cool that we looked and we're the same kind of type of dog, right? But doesn't matter. I was your friend before that, right? Together, Alfred and Rex ran, they jumped, they played, and Alfred never felt unlovable again. Oh. Now look, there's two of them. Maybe they can get back at the cat, right? And who cares what that cat says, right? They're finally happy. They're friends, right? And they were going to be friends whether they looked different or not because they cared about what was on the inside, right? So love what's on the inside and the outside of you, right? And I really like how Rex was a really good friend to him, right? they're a really good friend. He showed that he cared and loved him. He was like, I don't care, right? You're not a golden retriever after all, but it doesn't matter. I'm still your friend. And I love this line right here. This is kind of how our problem was solved with Alfred. Alfred had to laugh. Who cared what others said? Rex was his friend, and Rex liked him just the way he was. He loved him just the way he was. His inside traits matter more than the outside traits. Okay. I just want to say that I love all of you very much. I hope you have a great day. And happy early Valentine's Day.